Hello and welcome back to my channel, Dinar and Dong Updates. The Iraqi dinar revaluation may be closer than ever. What you need to know right now. Today's news brings with it a level of excitement we haven't felt in a long time. A highly respected banking insider has just revealed a potentially game-changing update regarding Iraq's national currency. According to this source, the long-anticipated revaluation, RV, of the Iraqi dinar could be announced as early as tomorrow. Yes, you heard that right. Tomorrow. Before you let that sink in, we urge you to stay with us through the end of this report. There's much more happening behind the scenes than most people realize, and it paints a picture of a country on the verge of a historic financial shift. The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, has been working diligently on modernizing its entire banking framework. One of the most significant indicators of change is the nationwide rollout of a brand new network of ATMs. But this isn't your everyday banking upgrade. These machines are purposefully designed to handle not just existing banknotes, but also the new denominations that are expected to emerge as part of the currency reform effort known as the Delete the Zeros project. This is far from speculation. It's a carefully coordinated effort with massive implications. With the groundwork already laid and infrastructure coming online, many believe Iraq is poised for a major transformation. Let's break down everything you need to know about what's happening, what it means, and how it could change the financial landscape not just for Iraq, but for those watching around the world. Inside information from a trusted source. According to a senior figure within Iraq's banking sector, the central bank has quietly completed a series of final phase preparations, typically carried out just before a major shift in national monetary policy. These activities have included comprehensive testing of new digital banking platforms, critical upgrades to the financial system infrastructure, and internal coordination across institutions to prepare for a new exchange rate. What's notable here is the sense of urgency. Everything from ATM testing to institutional updates seems to be accelerating. The insider pointed out that documentation at major banks has already been revised to accommodate the new currency system, something that generally doesn't happen unless change is imminent. While nothing is guaranteed until an official statement is released, the intensity and direction of these moves are hard to ignore. This isn't just another rumor. It's coordinated, deliberate, and strategic. Many in the know feel the pieces are finally falling into place. Why the new ATM rollout matters. Let's talk about one of the clearest signals that Iraq is ready for monetary change: the new ATM network. At first glance, a nationwide upgrade might just seem like an overdue modernization project. But this initiative has a deeper purpose. It's an essential part of Iraq's broader strategy to prepare the public for a post-revaluation financial system. These machines aren't ordinary. They're designed to recognize and dispense both current banknotes and the future denominations that would be introduced following the deletion of zeros. This means that as soon as the RV is officially announced, Iraqis will be able to access revalued currency directly through these machines, streamlining the public transition. The implications are massive. By ensuring this infrastructure is ready before any revaluation announcement, the central bank is not only making the transition easier for citizens, it's also building public trust. No one will need to wait in long bank lines or deal with confusion over how to handle new notes. These upgraded ATMs serve as the first point of interaction between the people and a new era of currency. What does deleting the zeros actually mean? If you're new to this topic, let's explain what the Delete the Zeros initiative is all about. It refers to a redenomination of the Iraqi dinar, where 3 zeros would be removed from the face value of current banknotes. For example, a 1,000 IQD note would become a 1 IQD note under the new system. Crucially, this isn't a devaluation. Your money would retain its real value. It's just being simplified. This type of currency reform is fairly common. Countries like Turkey, Brazil, and Zimbabwe have implemented similar strategies in the past to stabilize their economies and align more closely with international monetary standards. In Iraq's case, this reform would help improve transparency in accounting, reduce errors in financial transactions, and make it easier for both individuals and institutions to conduct business. Most importantly, it would boost confidence in the national currency, which has long suffered from public skepticism due to years of economic and political instability. Strategic goals behind the revaluation. The revaluation isn't just about making the dinar more manageable. It's part of a broader economic revival plan. By introducing new notes, modern banking infrastructure, and simplifying currency use, Iraq is aiming to increase public trust in the financial system, attract foreign investment by aligning with international standards, enhance transparency in financial reporting and tax collection, strengthen retail and small business operations, reduce dependence on the black market. Currently, Iraq's economy faces challenges in the form of confusing cash transactions and large denominations that complicate everyday purchases. These issues erode public confidence and hinder economic participation. By implementing the RV alongside a new ATM and digital banking network, the central bank is signaling a desire to modernize from the ground up, ensuring citizens, businesses, and international observers see Iraq as ready for global reintegration. The role of the black market and parallel exchange rates. For years, Iraq has been plagued by an unofficial parallel currency market. This black market exists due to a gap between the official exchange rate and what people actually pay in day-to-day transactions. As a result, many have opted to bypass official banking channels entirely, creating a fragmented and unstable financial ecosystem. But a well-executed revaluation could close this gap. By setting a realistic and stable new exchange rate and ensuring easy access to new currency via legal, modernized channels like ATMs, the incentive to use black market services would decrease sharply. This would not only help stabilize Iraq's economy, but also increase government revenue by bringing more transactions into the formal financial system. It would tighten regulatory control, improve compliance, and set the stage for long-term growth and foreign investment. Why many believe tomorrow could be the day. So why are so many credible sources pointing to tomorrow as a potential milestone? It's all about the convergence of key developments. New ATMs are being installed across the country and tested for both old and new denominations. Institutional updates at major banks are already in place. Confidential meetings have been held by the central bank with key financial leaders. Internal memos suggest new operational procedures have been finalized. This level of activity, when viewed together, looks like a tightly managed countdown. Add to that a credible banking source stating that everything is ready, and you've got a scenario where the possibility of an RV announcement is no longer far-fetched. It's imminent. The human side of revaluation. At the heart of this story are the people of Iraq. For many, life has been shaped by economic uncertainty, inflation, and limited access to trustworthy financial services. A successful revaluation would mean more than just numbers on a note. It would symbolize renewed faith in their country's future. Imagine walking up to an ATM, inserting your card, and withdrawing currency that is easier to understand, more globally respected, and more useful in everyday life. It's a psychological shift, one that reinforces national pride and economic empowerment. For millions of Iraqis who still rely on cash for daily needs, the RV, if managed correctly, could finally bridge the gap between modern finance and everyday life. What comes next? Even if the RV is announced tomorrow, there's still work to be done. Here's what must happen to ensure a smooth transition. 1. Official confirmation from the central bank of the new exchange rate. 2. Full synchronization of banks and ATMs across the country. 3. Public education through media and community outreach. 4. Price adjustments across businesses to reflect the new values. 5. Monitoring to prevent scams and misinformation. Thankfully, it appears that Iraq is preparing on all fronts. From digital banking platforms to staff training, everything seems to be aligning for a successful rollout. Final thoughts. A nation at the crossroads. Iraq is standing on the edge of a profound monetary transformation. Whether it happens tomorrow or sometime in the near future, the signs are clear. The country is gearing up for change. The modern ATM rollout, the Delete the Zeros initiative, and insider updates all point toward a unified effort to reshape the financial future of Iraq. If successful, this revaluation could mark the beginning of a new era, one characterized by transparency, efficiency, and renewed global standing. But the real victory lies in restoring confidence, in the currency, in the institutions, and in the future. So what can you do as this moment approaches? Stay informed. Watch for official announcements. Educate those around you. Stay cautious of scams. Follow trusted sources for updates. If you found this breakdown helpful, consider sharing it and staying